This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. This is Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Davilo for EA Sports. And we will be calling all the action for today's event.
Rich, I'm armed and ready. Are you?
I am. Battle gear on. Let's get it going. Frank, no leisurely stroll from the clubhouse to the first tee. Like most golf courses, here we go from an aircraft carrier on the first tee.
Yeah, it's a scary little sight trying to take off there on that opening tee shot. Green situated on a little island. 186 yards, though. That's what we've been radioed in, the yardage today.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. 1 under early in the round. Frank, as we look at the second, your average hole with, say, a few bunkers, maybe even a pond, that would be a walk in the park compared to what I'm seeing right here.
Yeah, early surveillance said that guard shack just to the right of the green is actually not empty. So be a little aware of that when you cross the bridge. Green just 167 yards away, though, from the tee.
So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. That's 1 under on the day.
Well, Rich, we've got the drone. It's headed back. Told us it's 216 yards to the middle of the green. We can just aim a little right of the gun turret on the destroyer. That should be a good line.
This is the definition of a blind tee shot right here. But you need all of the modern equipment, the modern telecommunications, just to try to get you zeroed in on where you're supposed to go.
Well, maybe you can capture the flag here, though, with a birdie.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
It's at sneaky distance.
Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but this is going to hurt the course.
Good stroke right there. That's a par, and stays at 1 under. Frank, here at the fourth, there's an awful lot going on.
There certainly is. Solar panels, radar tower is up and ready to go, so it will confirm the landing on the other side if it's successful. This rather long par 3 around the 230-yard mark, so this is going to be all carry. Land that ball on the green. It will not run through that beach area. And, of course, the trees and the palm trees all the way around. If this isn't flighted properly, it will not find the destination.
Seems like too much for just one man. This looks like a job for an entire flight crew, Frank.
Well, Rich, we should dig ourselves a trench and see what happens.
Has to like that one. Another birdie to get to 2 under par. This is the par 3 fifth, Frank. This one goes back towards that destroyer, which came out of nowhere just a few holes ago. Glad we didn't pick that tower.
Well, anything to the right, and you'll definitely be swimming. Actually, we'd have to bring in the Navy SEALs probably to get it up and down from there.
That will be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Has a hat trick and looking for more. 3 birdies now on the day. Up to the 6th tee, Frank, and we're back against that destroyer. You need to take it over that small island.
Yeah, this is a little village too, and remember the double greens at St. Andrews? Well, this is a split double green. It's shared in amongst the village. The green on the right, very, very small. So this a very lengthy par 3. It's going to be a case of really ready aim driver for some.
Birdie try up next. Well, this would be nice, Frank. I mean, you talk about jump-starting a round. If he were to make another birdie, we really have it going in the right direction.
You can sort of feel it too. People around there know. I've seen the birdies to this point.
Pretty good effort right there. Now a 7-footer. He'll take par and move on. Now on to the 7th, and Frank, this potentially a tricky hole.
Green well protected in the short and to the right there by that concrete blockade. Green lines up nicely, not overly long too, and really just a nice shot on target. Just be wary of the breeze though in case it's coming off the water. It'll blow it towards those palm trees.
And you don't want to get stuck down in the trenches either. Ooh, nice play right there. That's in pretty close. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Good putt and a good move. Now to 4 under. Partner, look at that. Left here at the 8th hole. You and I could shoot a little hoop. You want to play a little donkey?
Yeah, it's very observant of you, Rich. Also, the barracks just up ahead that protect the left side of this green. So there's a lot of visual intimidation on this par 3. Follow the sandy trail. And there's green at the end.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That's a solid shot here into the 8th hole, and a good chance now for another birdie. Makes birdie, continuing to amaze on the greens, Frank.
Putted well all day, Rich. Had a couple of good holes early on and just, I think, found the groove. It's taken it to another level.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Frank, this would jumpstart the round. A 3rd straight birdie.
Some good playing. How did that not go in?
Good try. Just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you think, cleaning up here for par.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Excellent front side, trying to keep it going here on the 2nd 9.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going?
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. It's a big putt right here for birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. The 11th hole here at Paracel Storm, now a military playground. Frank, certainly the players are thankful, having traded the guns for golf clubs. Good time out there so far.
A little bit of an obstacle course, though, here at 11. You can see the weather vanes that adorn the right side of this hole. Tee shot has to be played across that seawall. So once again, all carry. And let's see if he can land softly on the other side.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie.
Rich, this hole really should be called Shipwreck, that little lone island sitting out there, protected by the boulders in front, and well, just enough room, really, for this green and the tee for the next hole.
241 yards, Frank. This island green makes 17 at TPC Sawgrass look like putt-putt. Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. 14 feet to the hole. So early on the backside here at the 12th hole, missed opportunity. 7 under on the day. Going right back to the large island here at the 13th, Frank.
Trenches behind will certainly protect anything that goes a little bit long. Left of this green, you better call in the Navy. This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Frank, you always talk about it not compounding the error, but here again, another shot from the rough.
Yeah.
Ooh, what a shot right there. Beautifully done. Frank, now at the 14th, and really a simple objective here.
It looks like an old sand dune where they've just put a green on top. Rather benign. Might just sneak up on you, though. It really just looks like green and beaches with a few palm trees behind, but beware.
Frank, this one is right and is wrong. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Pretty good shot right there. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Has his par. Now to the 15th hole. Danger in the center of the green here, Frank.
Yeah, chance to ambush the player, really. All those trees. You never know what's going to jump out of there. And, well, we've seen the 6th hole at Riviera with the bunker in the middle. We now have a crop of trees.
Good, clean contact, and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up.
It's that sneaky distance. Do that.
Frank, coming to the closing stretch here at Paracel Storm in the South China Sea, the 16th hole. You look out over the expanse of this land with those solar panels, the battleships that are ruined. It's pretty evident we're not at Daddy's Country Club, are we?
No, that's for sure. Those solar panels just remind us, too, we've got to conserve energy before we get to the end of the round. Not an overly long par 3. Juts out there. Those boulders, well, they really, I don't know if they protect or basically repel anything on that right side. We'll soon find out. The water and the bridge, they're also to be avoided.
Really has it going now. Back-to-back birdies. 17th hole now at Paracel Storm. And Frank, as we come toward the end of this round, you really want to salute the caddies as well as the players.
That's right. They've gone out there with meal packs today and canteens to make sure that there's the right amount of sustenance. But if you're looking for victory, then a strong finish is needed. Good chance for a birdie here at 17. We've got to traverse, obviously, the water there without the help of the Navy today. This is going to have to come in nice and high and soft, a little bit like a paratrooper coming in down there to avoid all those trees and palm trees that protect the front and the right side of this par 3.
Always like to get to double figures under par. 10 under already. Now the finishing hole, Frank, and just a spectacular looking hole.
Yeah, chance to complete our mission should we succeed here at 18. If anything, you want to keep the ball a little left of the flag. Otherwise, we're off the beach.
Well, that's how you play the game. Right there. Frank, this is a nice run right here.
Oh, yeah, and this is very makeable, too. Excellent chance for 4 in a row.
11 under on the day. Frank, I have to say, I've been impressed by the level of golf today. Really came out here with a solid game plan and executed.